Las Vegas. This is your buddy Roberto Monaco with InfluenceOlogy. My business partner Jeff Perro and I were here because tomorrow and Thursday we'll be speaking at Dr. Kevin Hogan event, Influence Bootcamp. We're really excited about it. And what I'll be speaking tomorrow and Thursday is about OTM. Now, for those Jersey Shores fans out there, it's not GTL, right? Gym, Tenny Laundry, it's OTM. One to many communication model. How can you, yes, I'm talking about you, grow any business using the OTM model, one to many communication model. Online, things like videos, webinars, teleconference calls. Offline, like speaking at sales meetings, chambers of commerce, networking events, having your own events, speaking at other people's events. There are many opportunities for both of us and for everybody to do that. Now, one of the things I'll be sharing tomorrow is one of the principles of OTM. Now, I'm going to share several principles tomorrow. One of them is about this. For you to develop content, have a unique message, you have to develop your own stories. Now, of course, when you're starting out, you can go to the web, type it up, stories about leadership or vision or change. There's 100 of stories there. You can use them. You can get books on storytelling. In my experience, though, it's a little dangerous because if I go online and get a story and start sharing, people heard about it before, it'd be like, oh, okay, they kind of like lose interest. Now, your own stories are really powerful. Now, Roberto, how do I find my own stories? Answer questions. Now, there's a list of questions that we give our clients as a process, so then they have all these questions, they take the time to think about it, and they develop unique content. Because we all know the benefits of storytelling. There's so many reasons why everybody must incorporate stories into their sales, marketing, and leadership process. Now, one of the questions that I ask is this one. What has been one of your most embarrassing moments of your life? What has been one of the most embarrassing moments of your life? So I asked myself this question. I have like several embarrassing moments. Now, one of them happened 13 years ago. My first job in sales in America. I was selling collection services. I wasn't the collection guy, actually calling people. I was just calling the companies to set up the collection service. So then the companies send the collection accounts to our agency and then we send them the collectors. So I was the sales guy. So I used to call in veterinarians, hospitals, property management companies. And it was really hard, very competitive. And believe me, people don't want to talk to us because they believe I can collect my own accounts. I don't need you. So it's really tough environment. So I'm doing here 150 cold calls a day. Boom, calling. Finally, I got this manager from this property management company on the line. Finally, after months calling him. So he was a little interested, right? So what's your name? Oh, Roberto Monaco. What's your company? So I gave my company name. And he goes, okay, what kind of collections do you do? Ask me if I had expertise. And I said, well, don't worry. We collect for residential companies. We collect for commercial properties. We have all kinds of collections, like condoms too. Like what? Yeah, you collect for condoms. It's like what? Yeah, condoms. It's like, click. I heard that. No, they hang up on me. And I look at my buddy TK. He was laughing so hard. He was like, dude, what happened? He goes, Roberto, it's not condoms, it's condos, condominium. Condos and condoms are different. They have different purposes. You need both, right? But they have different purposes. And I'm like, oh my God, instead of saying condos, I said condom. The guys thought I was crazy, so I called that guy back. Of course, he didn't want to talk to me. The lessons here, I kept moving forward and calling people. Eventually I did well in the industry and eventually I moved on and did other things. But the lesson here, guys, we all make mistakes. You gotta look at them, have a good laugh and move on. So if right now you experience some type of mistake in your life and you're frustrated, hey, step outside of the mistake, look at the mistake from a different point of view, have a good laugh about it and move on, because we're all gonna commit mistakes in our lives. The key is that you cannot allow those mistakes to stop us. You gotta keep moving forward. This is your buddy Roberto Monaco with InfluenceOlogy. You guys take care. Bye-bye.